It's February 1984. 20-year-old George Michael and his bandmate Andrew Ridgeley of WHAM were staying at George's parents' house in Hertfordshire when George suddenly got an idea and disappeared upstairs to write a song that would become a modern Christmas classic. This is the story of WHAM and Last Christmas. Now, why would George Michael be compelled to write a Christmas song so randomly? As I mentioned, he and Andrew had been staying with his mother and father after the end of their Club Fantastic tour in 1983, which ended in November. Some think that the warm and comforting atmosphere of his family home provided the space and inspiration that George needed to create that particular tune. He had an extremely close relationship with his mother Leslie, who was his emotional anchor and who absolutely loved Christmas. He said it just came to him out of nowhere. The lyrics and melody just appeared in his mind, so it only took him about an hour upstairs to put together the core melody and the chorus. George Michael was one of those people who was just really gifted with music. He understood every part of it so well that he could envision complete songs and all the individual parts of the composition in his head, and without having any formal musical training whatsoever. Truly a genius. And that is kind of what happened with Last Christmas. It was a few months later, August 1984, that WHAM went into Advision Studios in London. And by this point, WHAM had just moved from being a hugely successful band in the UK to being an internationally recognized and adored group, following the release of their iconic hit Wake Me Up Before You Go Go that May. So George at this point was allowed to do anything he wanted. He played every instrument on the track himself. He even insisted on recording jingling sleigh bells live. And it's funny that he went through so much trouble to get the Christmas vibe correct, when the song isn't even really about Christmas at all. It's just a classic breakup and betrayal story that happens to take place at Christmas time. They released the song on the 3rd of December, 1984, alongside a dramatic video that takes place at a ski resort with the most perfectly peak 80s aesthetic. And it was shown all over MTV, really capitalizing on their fame in America. It was a huge hit that year, only staying off the top spot on the charts due to the success of Do They Know It's Christmas Time by Band-Aid, another song that both George and Andrew would sing on. And inspired by Band-Aid, WHAM donated all of the profits from Last Christmas to famine relief in Ethiopia. And for 41 years, the profits from Last Christmas still go to various charities internationally, distributed by his family through the George Michael Fund since his death on Christmas Day, 2016. Check out all of our holiday-inspired mom rock merch through the link in our bio.